is it in your pants?
I guess it could be.
Are you getting?
But it would be the back of my pants.
I was like, are you getting a flare up? You getting a flare up?
It's not. It has nothing to do with sexual at all. It's a problem.
10.
No, it's nothing to do with that. And the first step, Adam, is admitting that you have a problem.
Yeah.
Right. So here I am, putting it all the cards are on the table.
Your asshole's an alcoholic.
I am admitting. No, it's nothing like that.
Oh,
it's
okay.
nothing like that. I have developed a problem. It's relatively new, and I have this problem. So I need your help. I need an intervention here.
I don't like where this is going,
Okay.
but okay. Let's go. Let's do it.
Here we go. I have a problem. I am addicted to vintage toy hunting.
You're addicted now.
Are
we gonna have to sit down like get your friends and family like, Scott, this is a safe place.
Yes.
We can talk about this. You have a problem.
So it came out of nowhere, but it's become like kind of a new hobby of mine, and I fucking love it.
Honestly, of all the hobbies you could have, of all the addictions you could have, you could be like addicted to.
Like I don't do meth.
Like you like meth or like painkillers.
Yeah, I don't do that
or
shit.
Something like that. Or
no, I don't. Yeah.
You know, yeah, like you've got a few addictions.
I don't like to murder people and cut them up and put them in my freezer. I don't do that shit.
It could be way worse.
Like what I'm doing isn't illegal, and honestly, like it doesn't even really cost me a lot of money. It really doesn't. Like, I've been going to, like, garage sales and flea markets and thrift stores and consignment shops.
Do they have garage sales at this stage of the year? Like, I went cold.
To 2 today.
Really? It's so fucking cold.
It's not really garage sale.
It was nice. It was nice today, I guess.
It was like 45 degrees and sunny. It wasn't ideal. There was only 2. It's not really garage sale season, but I think the 2 I went to were like moving sales using air.
Oh.
So they don't get to choose when they do it. So, but this summer there's going to be a lot of them, and I'm probably going to go to a bunch. So this all started. Let's give everyone listening how
tell the
this came
story.
about.
Tell the story.
So I was trying to think how I got sucked into this wormhole here, and I think it all started about 2 years ago. Maybe 2.5 years ago.
Oh, two years ago.
Yeah, when you and I went to our first ever official Comic-Con. I had never been to a Comic-Con before you and I went to the Pittsburgh Steel City Comic-Con.
We've talked about before. It's pseudo-light Comic-Con. It was like half Comic-Con, half something else.
It was a good starter Comic-Con. I've been to Star Trek conventions. I've been to other like comic book get-together thingies, but not a full
Side note, would you ever want to go to like a full-out Comic-Con? Like once, like San Diego or like something, Chicago or
I think I'd be intimidated.
Is there one in New York City? Like they might have one in New York City. That's closer. We could just drive up there on a weekend.
Well,
once in my life.
I would like to go now for the toy hunt.
Once in my life.
Neither here nor there. We'll open that can of worms further down. So you and I went to one about 2 years ago, a little over 2 years ago. And we had a really nice time, but you and I didn't know what to expect. We walked in, and the very first exhibit hall, which I would argue was the biggest of the exhibit halls, was nothing but
toys.
Lots and lots of vintage, old 70s, 80s, 90s, early 2000s toys. And I didn't expect that. I expected more of like the cosplay and the panels and the B-list celebrities, doing Q&As. But when we walked in and saw that, I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. And we probably spent most of the time in that exhibit hall. Neither one of us bought a single thing, but we just walked around and looked at everything. And I remember you and I were like, oh, I had that. Oh, I had that. It was just like cool seeing all that old stuff. Yeah. All that nostalgia. So that was the first thing that happened. The other thing that I think happened around this time was my children. My children, just like most kids their age, you have a young cousin who lives with you. I think you've told me she does the same thing. My kids love watching YouTube videos on my phone.
I don't let my young cousin watch. We don't let our young cousin watch YouTube videos anymore. We don't.
You don't let her watch them anymore?
No, because we don't monitor them as well, and we had her on like all the kids YouTube videos, But there was one kid's YouTube show that was doing what you were doing, where they play with toys and stuff like that and do all this stuff. The problem was the toy in particular they were playing with, and this person played with like kids' toys, stuff like that. The one toy they were playing with was a Chucky toy, and it had blood on it.
Child's Play.
Yeah, from Child's Play. It had a knife and everything, and like they were playing with it like playing with like a My Little Pony or some shit like that. Yeah. And I looked at it and I was like, "What are you watching?" And she told me, and I was watching the video. And I was like, "All right, you're not watching YouTube anymore. No more YouTube, because we're not gonna monitor everything she watches. So if we're not gonna monitor, we're gonna be responsible and be like, no more YouTube." So she watches like Netflix and everything now.
Well, my kids still watch it, and we do monitor it, and we limit their screen time, but it's
a good thing.
Yeah, we do. They like watching I think they're called unboxing videos. You know,
and there's all kinds of unboxing, not just toys. So.
Right. There's all kinds of stuff, but they're big into like, and usually it's kids. Usually it's kids that do it. Sometimes it's like a weird Asian adult that's doing it.
Why's it gotta be Asian?
They always are. I don't know why, but they always are. But I prefer it when they're watching other kids do this. But they buy like new toys. Like you could go to Walmart or Target today and buy this, like it's on the shelves as we speak. So it's not really vintage toys, but they're modern toys.
Yeah.
And they'll show the box and they'll say, "Oh, look at this." And they'll open it up and they'll take it out and they'll play with it. And they like doing that. And occasionally, I'll admit it, occasionally I got sucked into them watching these videos. I did. And I somehow stumbled across older, I should say, hipster, bearded, flannel-wearing men doing the same thing, but they're doing it with, like, Ninja Turtle toys or toys from our childhood.
Yeah.
And I started watching those. And that kind of got me into it. A couple other things. A friend of mine, he started doing a YouTube channel. He's had a YouTube channel that he posts other things, and I followed it. I'll give him a shout. It's called Item 2 Media. ITEM, the number 2, Media. That he now does toy hunting. And he's big into, like, the WWE wrestling figures.
I had a cousin that was really into, like, WWE wrestling
figures. I had a few.
Really into it.
I wasn't really big into it. I still don't really love wrestling, but I know enough about it. And I had a few when I was a kid, but he was real into it. And he started, like, recollecting them. And the videos are really freaking gnarly, man. So that happened. Like, all this at once. And then we just recently went to a toy show in Youngstown. We talked about it on here. Yeah. And ever since then, I have just been hooked, man. I've been hooked. I mean, I'll post some pictures. We have a spread right here of all these great toys that I've acquired recently. And I don't spend a lot of money. So it's not really like, oh my God, I'm spending so much money on this habit of mine. It's not that. I get things for like a quarter, or I get things for like $1. Like, I'm getting good deals on them.
Yeah.
The problem that I'm having is room, is space to keep everything.
Yeah.
So I'm starting to get hassled by my wife. She's like, you keep bringing home all these weird toys. Where are you going to keep them all? So that's the problem I'm running into right now. So
I have a potential solution for you, sir. What you should do, you got a nice den in there. It's got a couch. It's got an old TV. You've got a bunch of shit piled up in there. I have a solution for you. You should take that den this summer, clean it out, neaten it up, straighten it up, and turn that den into your toy showroom. That's what you should do. You have shelves, have little cabinets, and just keep the TV, keep the stuff in there, but turn the den from like a little, because it's kind of like it's like a mini storage area. You just kind of like throw stuff in there that you don't need and you get it later. Yeah. You should turn it into like a little den, like almost a man cave for you, So it's like when you walk in there, it's like all your shit's right there and it's displayed and out of the way.
I would love a man cave. I would love a space in my house where I could display the things that are mine and have that. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to have that because I have a small house, so there's 4 of us who live here, including 2 children that have so much shit. that room is already on the docket to get remodeled, if you will, and there's no plan of it being acquired by me. So I love your idea, but it's back to the drawing board.
All right, idea number two. Idea number two is you turn the patio into your man cave. The recording studio, i.e. the patio that we're sitting out right here,
Right.
we sit out here all the time. We record. Here's the thing. You don't even really have to do that much. It's like you don't have to put stuff in the middle of the room, but you put stuff, around the walls, like little shelf cabinets. Like, those little cabinets you would normally put DVDs on. Buy a few of those. Just put them up against the wall,
This room that we're sitting in right now as we're doing this podcast is Kristen's favorite room in the house. She allows me to use it for storage and to drink in and do things when the weather is poor, because it gets pretty cold out here.
Yeah.
But in the summertime, when the weather is nice,
in the summertime,
we like
when the weather is
eat
hot.
meals out here. We like hang out on the couch and watch the TV. Like, we utilize this room, and I'm telling you, she's not gonna go.
She won't let you have one wall.
I can't.
One wall.
No.
One wall.
No, it's gonna happen.
That wall right over there I'm pointing to, she won't let you have that one. It's not even a whole wall because it ends at the door, basically. Not one wall.
No, I doubt it.
All right, idea number 3. Got one more idea.
This isn't where I had this idea of this going. But
one more idea.
okay.
One more idea.
Final idea.
You've got a second patio. Basically. It's not really a patio.
Second patio?
It's a what do you call it? Intermediary between your garage and your house.
Oh, the breezeway.
The breezeway. I don't know what that's
Yeah.
called. I don't know what it's called. I don't own a house. What do I find?
Yeah.
I'm a millennial. What do I own houses for?
Mm-hmm.
No, you have a breezeway.
Mm-hmm.
Clean the breezeway, organize it, and then you can have one wall. All you need is one wall because you have a lot of stuff. You don't have that much stuff. So you need one wall, set up some cabinets or some shelves, and put your shit on there. That way, it's out of the way. I've seen the breezeway. Nobody's hanging out in the fucking breezeway.
My cat.
Just your cat. Whoop-de-fuck. Use the breezeway. Is what I'm gonna say.
Okay, Adam. Okay, I'll work on that.
I'm giving you ideas, and they're gold.
I'll work on that. But anyway, I've gotten really into this this vintage toy hunting. I enjoy it. I think there's a lot worse off hobbies I could have.
I mean, I'm looking down here and I'm seeing a few things that I kind of had. Like there's this Tasmanian Devil. I don't remember where these are from. These look like McDonald's toys, to be honest with you. I want to say they were some kind of fast food toy, but these were when fast food toys were legit. So, dude, this was a Tasmanian Devil, but it had 2 plastic pieces that would clasp together around it, and he would form like the Flash. And then I had the Bugs Bunny and the Daffy Duck one, where the Bugs Bunny was like Super Bunny, and the Daffy Duck one was Batman, basically. Yeah. So those were legit, and I'm looking at this Goliath right here, this Goliath right here, looking legit. It's not the gargoyle toys I had, because the ones that I had were they were a bit different, but they had the wings. And they had the mechanism where if you move the arms a certain way, the wings would flap.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit different. It's similar, but it's a little bit different. That one, it doesn't look like it has. It looks like the wings move, but it doesn't have like a mechanism to like make them flap.
It doesn't.
Which is fine.
It's more of a posable
It looks
toy.
cool. It looks cool as shit. And I was thinking about it. Now, we were briefly talking about this before we started. Hit the record button. It looks like it would fit in a stand or something like that to kind of like sit it there. Before we hit the record button, I said, we talked about it before, that my big thing I think I've learned is when I go to these toy shows is I want to find the artist table. The one that does the original drawings. I want to get because I got a Venom that's really fucking cool. I got a Godzilla one that I got this last toy show.
Yeah.
And that's my thing. But I decided, I was thinking about it, if I was to ever get into any kind of toy collecting, I think it would just be gargoyles. Because for some reason those toys are just super BA to me.
Yeah.
They're so fucking cool.
Yeah.
So and I don't want to get like what you have. You've got just a montage of different toys. I don't know what the phrase is. It's like you got E.T., you got Tasmanian Devil, Bobble, you got some Funko Pops.
Yeah.
You got Obi-Wan Kenobi from the prequel trilogies. You got He-Man stuff.
Battle Cat
yeah.
from Motu. Yeah, I got.
You got like a mishmash of different things, and I don't. My brain wouldn't let me do that. It would be too much.
I mean,
Take
what you can get.
The organization would be fucked in my head.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm gonna limit it myself too. I am. I think the ones that I really want to start getting into, there's two. Well, I love Disney. I love all things Disney. But that's real broad because there's so many Disney things. The movie Hook.
Hook.
I had action figures when I was a kid. They were the Hook action figures. I showed them to you recently.
Yeah, they were cool.
They're very cool. I'd like to find more of those. The other one is Terminator. There's been 5 Terminator movies. They're coming out with a 6th.
Good God.
They're coming out with a 6th.
When will it end?
And I think there's a future here. I love the way like the T-800, like just the exoskeleton looks.
Yeah.
I would love to get some of the more modern ones in a box or something. But so the ones I have here,
I thought you like free roam and the what do you call it?
Loose
ones. I thought you like loose ones.
I do like loose, and I would not.
I'm looking at Decker right there in the package, and I'm like, why haven't you ripped that bad boy open?
I have some boxed toys here, and you know why? I got good deals on these. I couldn't turn them down, but there's stuff that I'm not really into. I might trade bait.
Oh.
I'm thinking about trade bait for the ones that I want.
Interesting.
Yeah,
you're getting into it now.
This is a whole culture.
Jesus
I've gone down the rabbit hole.
Holy shit.
I drove in my car the one day. I went over to somewhere in Ohio on the other side of Youngstown. One of the guys who was at the toy show, I got his card, went to his website, found the address to his shop. I drove out and went to his shop. Like this is what I do now. And I looked around, dude, he had the coolest fucking shit. And he accepts trades. And I'm like, okay, I got some cool things I might be able to trade you.
There's a place in New Wilmington called the Hall of Hobbies, which I don't know. I don't know exactly. I think it's a comic book shop, but I think they also have like toys and stuff in there. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it has like vintage, like a container, like how you like a plastic container where you can just like sift through and find stuff. I don't know what they have in there because I've never been there. There's a guy who runs the print shop down in the building that I work at. Real cool guy. I like him a lot. But he's real big into like a lot of the stuff that we're into. He would be great on the show. Like you'd get along with him a lot. But he was talking to me about it. He's like, yeah, like I know some of the guys at like the Hall of Hobbies and stuff like that. And I was like, what the fuck is that? And he told me about it. I was like, God damn. So there is a place in New Wilmington. I think right now it's located, if you know where the Pizza Joe's is, I think it's like in that line of stores.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure. So
I'll have to check that out. So this is where I am right now. I have a problem.
And it's one of those problems you don't really need help for. You just need more shit.
But I don't want to get more shit. More shit's going to get me in trouble. But
you need to start getting like those plastic tubs.
No, I do.
And then you store them in there, and then you only take out the ones you want to kind of put on display. Like, let's say you have like 5 things you really like and put on display. Put them on your shelf. You're like, babe, 5 things right there. The rest is in the tub. Don't even worry about it. I got you. And then, Kristen will be really impressed. And yeah. Speaking of, we mentioned briefly you have the Obi-Wan Kenobi from the prequel trilogy right here. Yeah. I got an email on the old 4 Distraction Gmail. We got an email. Tell me if you know this person, because I imagine there's a lot of people that listen to our show who either know us or know somebody who knows us, and it kind of gets through the grapevine. Do you know a Robert Russo?
Can't say that I do.
Can't say you do? Okay. Well, shout out to Robert Russo. Thank you for emailing us. His email said, and this is going back to the episode where we had Deloney on it. Remember when you guys were talking about the burning the streaming service that Deloney had, where you took your DVDs and you put it on this application or whatever, and you can access it. And he was talking about how he couldn't find the original Phantom Menace on DVD. We were talking about how it was on VHS, but we couldn't find it on DVD.
Yeah.
And that's like the one that's missing on your guys' service. Like,
I think so. I don't think we have Phantom Menace.
Okay. Well, Robert Russo emailed us and this is what he said. Not sure why Deloney was looking for it, but I have a copy of Star Wars Phantom Menace on DVD. Lol, thought I would let you guys know since it was mentioned on the podcast. Love the show. Been a listener for a while now, but haven't written in. I like how you guys argue both sides of an issue, and don't try to come to a conclusion, but just get everyone thinking about things from all angles. Anyway, have a good one. Well, thank you, Robert Russo, for writing into us. You have a good one too, sir.
Do you like the Phantom Menace?
No. Here's the thing. When I was a kid, I liked it.
Yeah?
When I was a kid, I liked it, but that's because I was a kid. And it was a very kid-oriented movie. It had a lot of, kid-oriented things. It had a little kid, Anakin Skywalker, who's, racing pod racers and flying ships. And I'm like, oh my God, that's a kid doing that. I'm a kid. I could do some shit like that too.
Was he about your age then? Because you're quite a bit younger than me. You were a little bit older than him? It came out 99, I want to say.
I was 10 at the time. So it's probably around that age.
You're probably pretty close to Annie in that movie.
Yeah. So
this is why my love for Wesley Crusher from the Next Generation.
I see that picture. You got to post that picture. He's so suave in that picture. He's posting. He's modeling
Will
for that
Wheaton.
picture. Yeah.
Will Wheaton is only a couple years older than me. I was about his age, and when he played Wesley Crusher and I watched The Next Gen, I'm like, that motherfucker could be me. That could be me. I could be flying the Enterprise.
That's kind of how I was. I was like, that little fucking shit could be me.
That's
I could
cool,
be
though.
racing in the pod. I could be fucking around with Jar Jar Binks and R2-D2 and shit. I could be building C-3PO. Are you kidding me? That is so great. But it had a lot of other really cool things. I like the Gungans because the Gungans were really cartoon little thing, and I was like, oh, this little cartoon alien kind of thing.
You like Jar Jar?
There was a brief period I was like, oh, Jar Jar's funny. He's a funny little dude.
Jar Jar really gets shit on.
Yeah.
By a lot of people. And I mean, he really was fucking annoying in that movie.
He was.
But
he Three Stooges it is what it was. But it was he was basically a Three Stooges bit the entire movie is what it was. And it's but I also was I was really into the ship designs. The ships look really fucking cool and sleek and shiny and it was awesome.
That yellow and silver Naboo fighter.
Dude, that fighter I had one of those.
Yeah, that was cool.
I had one of those, they had those, fighter, they weren't action, they were little toys, but you would put them on display, and they had the little tiny not even half an inch little figure that would fit into it.
Yeah,
they had X-wings and fire. I had a couple of those. I had a Naboo one of those, and it was really fun. I got a lot of playtime out of that. But yeah, it just had a lot of stuff the whole thing with the droids. The droids look cool to me. I was into the fucking droids, the droid army. I was that design looks cool as shit. When I was a kid, I was
the Trade Federation.
Yeah, the Trade Federation droids, those soldiers. I was like, that looks really fucking cool to me.
Roger.
Yeah, and I was like, you motherfucker said Roger. That's fucking hilarious. Did. And then what really caught my eye was the fight scene between Darth Maul and Qui-Gon Jinn and Obi-Wan Kenobi. That was such an epic fight scene to me. I was like, oh my God, this is so fucking cool right here. And looking back on it, it kind of was. It kind of was.
Unpopular opinion. Very unpopular opinion by me. I think Darth Maul is incredibly overrated.
No more overrated than
Boba Fett. I also think Boba Fett is very overrated.
Let me tell you why people love Darth Maul. He wielded the first double-bladed lightsaber.
So the fuck what?
And not only did he wield it, he wielded it like an artist. When you saw that,
so
thing
he's the featured
around,
twirler. Okay, he's the featured twirler on the marching.
And then
band. Good for fucking.
And then he
Ray
killed
Park.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
He did.
He killed fucking Liam Neeson with his lightsaber, and it was a travesty. So, not to mention he just looked cool. Darth Maul looks cool. That race looks really fucking cool. I don't know what the race is called, but it looks pretty cool.
But there's that whole story. He's back now. He's not dead.
You saw
anymore.
Solo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So spoilers if you never saw the end of Solo. 3, 2, 1. Here comes a spoiler. Apparently Darth Maul's in Solo.
Yeah, but it was it Darth Maul for sure? Was it another being of his race?
No, that was Darth Maul. He had robot legs.
He has robot
He had robot legs.
Yeah.
It was Darth Maul. It was robot legs. That 100%.
Well, where the
Why
fuck
wouldn't it be Darth Maul? That's a worst reveal ever to be no, that's just another race that looks like Darth Maul. That's the worst reveal ever.
All right. Jeez. I just then I posed the question, where the fuck was he? during New Hope and Empire and Jedi.
Yeah, watch Clone Wars and all that, or not Clone Wars. I mean the Rebels and shit.
Rebels, yeah.
Watch all that shit. That's where you get that information.
I didn't watch all. I do like Rebels.
I haven't seen it.
I
haven't
do
seen it.
like Rebels, but I only watched like I think the first season. I need to watch more of it, but I don't know. They brought Boba Fett back too. Apparently, he had a thermal detonator when he went down into the Snorlax's gullet.
Snorlax.
And he pulled the fucker, and
What?
he apparently got out of the Snorlax pit.
It's not a Snorlax. It's a.
What is it?
Shit, what's it called? I know it's not a Snorlax. It's a.
Is it called the Snorlax?
No.
Oh, is that the thing in the dungeon? Jabba's dungeon.
Yeah, I think that was. I think it was the dungeon.
That's the thing in Jabba's dungeon. You're right. I'm mixing my Lucas creatures up.
Sarlacc, not Snarlack.
Sarlacc.
It's close, but it was.
Snorlax sounds like a Pokemon.
Yeah, I was gonna say it sounds like Snorlax right there.
There's the one. That's the one I was thinking
there's
of.
a motherfucking Snorlax.
There's a
in this bitch.
Snorlax.
Eating Boba Fett.
He evolved. Okay, that's what he evolved into. Okay.
Boba, it always bothered me. Boba Fett had that whole big line about like, oh, you'll be digested for 1,000 years in the Sarlacc.
Jabba said that. Yeah.
Or Jabba said that. And it's like you'll be digested for 1,000 years. It's like who fucking cares? He'll be dead way before that.
Yeah.
I think that was a bit. I think it was a bit that I'm taking, but I thought of it too. I was like, who gives a shit? Like 1,000 years ain't nothing because you'll be dead way before then. You'll probably be dead within like a week.
To be like 3PO. It doesn't work that way. Tell Jabba he's stupid. Tell him.
That's the bit. That was the bit. Yeah, I love that online bit.
Yeah, there was a beam.
Tell him he's fucking stupid. Just don't use those words. He's
Tell him
fucking
he's
stupid.
Tell him right now, 3PO. Tell him he's stupid.
It's a great bit. But no, thank you very much,
Robert Russo.
Robert Russo. Thank you very much for writing into us. If you guys want to write into us and tell us make any comments you want or anything like that, email us fordistraction@gmail.com or go to all social media sites.
Yeah.
Facebook, Twitter @podcastfyd.
We used to get a lot of emails early on in the show, and it kind of like slowed off.
Yeah.
So
I love hearing from you guys, and I will shout you out.
We still get like people click on us, listen to it. We know there's people out there that are listening to the show. We don't know who the fuck you are, but thanks. I mean, even if nobody clicked on the show, it would give you and I, Adam, an excuse to sit here and drink some beer and talk about bullshit. So
we're drinking the Linen Kugels water or shandies.
So
is that how you say that name? Linen Kugel?
Leinenkugels?
Leinenkugel.
So yeah, I didn't get any new beer for the show, and I had leftover shandy sampler. And we've had some bad weather lately. And today, like, it got up to 45 degrees. It was sunny. I was kind of feeling it.
Yeah.
So we busted out some summer shandy and some watermelon shandy. And I'm drinking watermelon, same as you.
Yeah, I had an orange one. It was pretty good. But the watermelon's on fire. Watermelon's fire.
Good. It makes me feel like I should be sitting by a swimming pool enjoying it on a warm day.
But it's like cold and raining right now. So
yeah, it definitely cooled off.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Why is on their can and on their box a Native American woman? Leinenkugel is not a Native American name, and yet there is a Native American head right there. That's clearly Native American. There's a feather in the hair.
I don't have an answer for you.
So, we were talking about toys. What would you say? I ballpark it here because my favorite comic book, and extension from that, comic book related anything, cartoon, movies, whatever, has probably got to be the X-Men. It's probably my favorite one. So like, I don't know how you feel. I've read some of the X-Men comics. They're all really great, especially some of the recent ones. They're pretty good. What would you say is your favorite X-Men of the entire team?
So it's funny you should ask, because I just picked up a toy, and I got a Cyclops, and when I was a kid, he was my favorite from the comics.
Really?
Yes, and I have a really stupid reason why Cyclops was my favorite.
Is because you fuck Jean Grey? Is that why? It's a pretty good reason.
I mean, Jean Grey pretty much fucked everybody, but let's neither here
I guess
nor
in
there.
fairness, did she ever fuck Wolverine?
She totally fucked Wolverine.
Did they really?
She totally fucked Wolverine.
I thought she blue-balled him throughout their entire lives.
She definitely went down on him at some point. I mean,
Dude,
he might not seal the deal, but
how far does his adamantium skeleton
dude,
extend?
not his dick.
I mean, like
Stryker just put it in his hands, man.
Okay, but like,
it's like they give him an adamantium dick.
does he have like a rock hard cock all the time? Like, could it have filled his dick? And he's like, I'm just asking.
How is he supposed to get?
It'd be like a dildo. It'd be like a dildo.
Yes, but how is he supposed to get into an epic battle with Sabretooth if he's got a fucking rock hard boner all the time?
That'd be the greatest battle of all time because
it's
a distraction every single time. Every time you get the upper hand because you're like, look at this right here, and you just unbutton your pants and pull it out. It's like, holy shit! And you smack him with it, and it's hard as fucking adamantium.
I don't even know where you're going with this.
I don't know, just random thought that popped in my
All right, enough about Wolverine's dick. I'm going to talk about how the reason why Cyclops was my favorite as a kid is because we share the name Scott.
That is
a stupid reason, I know.
How old were you when you came up with this reason? Like, roundabout. Obviously, you're not going to know the exact age.
Yeah, I was probably 12... 11 when I was reading X-Men comics.
That is not as stupid of a reason as you might think. I'll give it to you because you're young. You're a young boy.
In the comics, he was just like your typical... He was the leader of the X-Men. Well, Professor Xavier. But when they went on missions, he was the Captain America to the Avengers.
Scott was basically the leader of the X-Men. Charles was like the leader of the school, basically. Like... That's kind of what it was. Like, Charles did all the recruiting, but
he was Bosworth to the Angels.
But yeah, basically, that's what it was. And he had his own little intercom system, i.e. their brains.
So, I liked him because we had the name Scott, and he was just your... Now, in the cartoon that came out in the 90s...
Great, amazing, love it.
I think my favorite might have been Gambit.
Gambit might have been, like, everybody's favorite.
He was really, really cool. I mean, Wolverine was cool, too.
Yeah, but he was, like, suave. He's always trying to fuck Rogue, you know...
That's where it's at. Rogue had some big titties in that show.
Tickle bitties.
Tickle bitties. I mean, I don't know if he ever succeeded, but
she had one of those.
She just would have drained his power as they're banging. So
she had one of those sexy, sultry Southern accents. Typically, Southern accents are like kind of like
Southern Belle does it for you.
Yeah, like Jim Bob. But occasionally, you get the right girl with the right accent. It's like for example, like English accents aren't really sexy on women unless you get the right person. Like there are some English accents I'm like, if I hear about that, I'm like, that was a little turn on right there. That's pretty hot right there. I get that with like Southern Belle. Like Rogue had that sultry like kind of like badass, but still like, hey, you know, like, yeah.
I mean, I guess British accents, there's so many different dialects. Like, if you get like that nice Victorian classic, that's okay.
I'm not talking Cockney.
Like, hello, governor. Have your knobs out for a spell. Like, no, that wouldn't do it for me either.
No, not that. But like the person who played Rose on Doctor Who. Pretty nice accent on her. Not too easy on the eyes too. But
was that Karen Gillan? Was that?
No, that was Billie Piper. That was her name.
It was Billie Piper.
Billie Piper. Yeah.
I was more of a Karen Gillan.
Dude, I'm all about her too.
And she's Nebula and Guardians.
Although she was like more of a, I don't know the fucking regions in England. What am I trying to do? What am I trying to do?
She was nice.
Yeah, she was. And like the first episode, I remember this wholeheartedly, and it's because I am a pervy little individual. The first episode that she was on Doctor Who, she played a kissing Graham person, so she was like,
she was the
cop. She was in like sexy cosplay. She
was the Bobby.
Yeah, so it was like borderline sexy cosplay, and I'm like, oh, all right, that's cool.
Yeah, I thought she was smoking, but
oh yeah, she is.
But anyway, back to Cyclops, because I want to defend this, because then in the 2000s when the X-Men movies came out, he was such a fucking douche.
Yeah, he was. But I mean,
and that made me not like him as much.
If you remember, like Wolverine was a douche too, and there was always
yes, but he always was a douche.
But here's the thing. When it came to like Wolverine, Cyclops, and Jean Grey, it was always a love triangle right there. Always love triangle. It's always how it's been in the comic books and the TV show and the fucking movie. When the movie came out, they were real dick D-bags to each other, is what it was. They were assholes.
Let me interject here, because I'm going to compare X-Men to Breakfast Club here.
Boy, oh boy, I'm going to go down this rabbit hole.
Wolverines! Wrong 80s film. Wolverine was the Judd Nelson douchebag, where Cyclops was the Emilio Estevez douchebag. Like, completely different douchebags, but both douchebags in their own right.
I don't have a name to face. Give me a character name. Who was who? The Jock? The
Jock was Emilio Estevez. That is Scott.
Yeah, I was going to say, okay. Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
And Judd Nelson was like the tortured soul. Like,
yeah. Yeah, I get it.
That was Wolverine.
Yeah, okay. I see it.
That's cool. The other guy's a dick. Like, they're both dicks, but you're a cool dick. You're just a dick.
Yeah. With an adamantium dick.
Continue. I wanted
Well, okay, yeah, I get that, but in the movie it was like they were really sarcastic dicks to each other, and Scott like treated it as like, oh, you know, he's like no competition to me. And fast forward, Hugh Jackman, like 10, 15 years later, dude's jacked as all fucking Jackman in the name. Dude is jacked beyond belief. But if you remember in the cartoons, every single time Wolverine was trying to like bust a move on Jean Grey, phrasing, every time he was trying to make moves on Jean Grey, like confess his love, stuff like that, it was always somber music that played, and he was always depressed, like, oh, I can't live without you. Like, it was always like a depressive thing.
Where he's
like
looking at the picture.
Yeah. It was always like that, and it was always sad and everything like that. So they can't do that in a fucking movie where it's like Wolverine meets this woman, and within like the first 5 minutes he's like, I just can't live without you, like blah blah blah, like what about me, Jean?
Hey bub.
Yeah. Hey bub, I got a cock for you right here.
Yeah.
They gotta do that.
I never don't have a boner, bub.
But when I do, it's for you. No, but like I guess that's how they kind of had to do it. I think they could have executed it differently. I wonder how they're gonna do it now though. With they've got, I don't know if you saw the trailer for Dark Phoenix.
Dark Phoenix, yeah.
Looks, I don't want to say it looks like shit, but I want to say it looks like shit only because I have a bad taste in my mouth from Apocalypse, because it was a terrible movie. It was not good at all.
I just think it didn't live up. There was so much potential there.
Dude, it's Apocalypse!
Yes, it's Apocalypse. I love the Apocalypse story arc, and it just...
And they fucked it up.
Like they could have done Apocalypse like Marvel's doing Thanos.
Yeah.
Like, they could have had him been that character that was just the ultimate end-all destructor. But no, they finished it in a 2-hour film.
Yeah.
Like,
and now we've got Dark Phoenix coming out. Sophie Turner plays Jean Grey. Fine.
I didn't think you liked Sophie Turner.
I did like Sophie Turner.
Okay.
I didn't like her character on Game of Thrones early on in the series.
You don't like Sansa.
Sansa now, I didn't like Sansa like the first 3 seasons. Because she was just stuck up prissy little asshole is what she was. And it was like, yeah, I just didn't like her the first 3 seasons. It had nothing to do with the actress. It was the character in general. But Sophie Turner's playing her now.
Right. And
Dark Phoenix is coming out, and I just don't know. Like, obviously we only have the trailer, but it's like, are all the characters coming back? Like, is Jennifer Lawrence in it?
Yes, is James McAvoy in it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes to all of those. And there's a lot of the other characters like Cyclops. I think the actor who plays Cyclops is coming back. The actor who played Beast is coming back. The young actor.
Okay. Yeah.
The actor who played Storm Apocalypse is coming back to reprise her role as Storm. Well, hopefully she'll have some lines in this movie because she had like none in the Apocalypse.
No,
whatever.
She didn't even speak English. That was her problem.
She spoke a few times.
It was thick accented English.
Yes. But Storm has like a kind of an accent.
She always did, yeah. Right.
But I don't know.
It'll be alright.
It looks bad. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good.
You're gonna watch it.
But my original point was I'm wondering how they're gonna treat the Wolverine aspect if they're gonna continue these movies. First of all, we don't know who they're gonna cast as future Wolverine. It can't be Hugh Jackman. Here's why. How creepy would it be, Hugh Jackman hitting on Sophie Turner? How creepy would that be? That'd be creepy as fuck.
I don't know, man. That was
They had they tried to do like a little bit of a thing in the Days of Future Past. No, what was it? No, was it Days of Future? Which was the one where they brought Hugh Jackman back in? Was it
Yeah, Days of Future Past.
Was it okay?
Yeah.
They
and he did that whole killing.
No.
scene
It was the one after that. It was Apocalypse. It was Apocalypse whenever Sophie Turner first came in as Jean Grey.
It was early in
And
Apocalypse,
then they had the surprised special guest of Hugh Jackman as Weapon X, escaping the facility in the middle of that movie.
Right.
And then Jean Grey had like a moment with him, and I'm like, this looks a little creepy. I'm not gonna lie to you, it looks really fucking creepy right here. But it is what it is, I guess.
Days of Futures Past.
That was
Wolverine was a
that
big.
was
He was the main character.
Yeah, that was a fun movie. I like that movie.
He had to go back in time and everything, so he was like with them, but
Yeah.
he was like the old Wolverine fighting with the young X-Men.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that was nice. I liked it.
I did enjoy it. That was a fun movie. I liked it a lot. I don't know.
So who was your favorite X-Man?
My
In the comics, in the cartoon, and then in the movie. Do all three like I did.
comics, I guess I gotta go Wolverine.
Okay.
Because Wolverine's just a badass, and
Okay.
I love Wolverine character. The cartoon had to be Gambit.
Okay.
We're right there on
Okay,
Gambit. Gambit. The movies, Nightcrawler.
Okay.
I loved Nightcrawler because the idea of Nightcrawler's ability was so badass. Like the first scene he's in X2 when he's going to kill the president, like how fucking badass was that whole
X2 is a good movie.
It was a really good movie, and you know that's fucking Nightcrawler. Was Nightcrawler in X3? I don't think he was. Was he? I think he disappeared after X2.
I think X3 sucked, didn't it?
Yeah, it was
Okay.
shit. It was garbage,
Okay.
dumpster fire. But I can't remember if he did or not. Anyway, so I want to talk about. Well, we got some time left. I want to talk about a new trailer.
Okay.
Trailer. I know you've watched it. I've watched it. The trailer's for a movie called Brightburn.
Oh, I did see that. Yes.
Brightburn.
We'll share it to our social media, so if you haven't seen it, or you can just go to YouTube, Google Brightburn.
If you've not seen the trailer, you should absolutely pause the video or pause the audio and go look up the video real quick on YouTube. A couple minutes, watch it, and then come back to the show. For those of you that are not going to do that,
Fuck you.
basically Brightburn is from the creator of Guardians of the Galaxy,
James
Gunn, and he's doing a movie that is what if superhero but horror movie. Now they're already kind of doing that a little bit with the New Mutants. The trailer came out a long time ago. It looks like it's like a borderline horror movie but with like mutants and stuff like that from the X-Men universe. This is what if Superman but horror movie. Basically the trailer is about what if some superhero with Superman-like powers land on Earth, but instead of being like a all for justice, all right kind of person, what if he's that weird kid that you're looking out at the checkout line and you look at him and you're like, that kid might grow up to be a serial killer? What if he's like that? Like, what did you think of this trip when you saw it? The upcoming movie.
Well, when I first stumbled across it, I was unaware of it, didn't know anything about it, went in blind, and it starts out, and I'm thinking to myself, oh great, we've got another Superman. It looks just like Superman.
I thought they were going to be doing like a Smallville style movie,
Yes.
like a prequel movie, trying to like get back to the roots of like the DC's trying to fix their shit, and so they're like, let's do like a Smallville like Superman Young kind of thing. That's what I thought it was going to be at first.
Yeah, it's not the case, but you can already tell from the trailer. We know this from the trailer. You see this thing from space crash down in rural Kansas. Yes, they kept it in Kansas.
Was it in Kansas?
Yes.
I missed
said
that.
Kansas.
I missed that.
And a family finds this child in this craft that is crash landed, and they raise him as their own kid. Like, we've heard that story. Like,
yeah, like a billion
times. Like, that's not new. But what's new about this is, instead of Clark Kent growing up to be this model citizen and Dudley Do-Right in Boy Scout blue and red tights, we get this troubled youth who's bullied. You can tell by the video that he's bullied by some of the children in school. and discovers these powers he has at a young age and is using them to get back at these kids who are bullying him, and it turns him into like a sociopath.
The first time that you see this kid in this trailer use his powers to like get back at these kids, and the first time you think, oh wait, this is really fucked up, is whenever the kids are bullying him on the track field and they knock him down, and the gym teacher or coach or whatever like tells the one girl is like, help him up. She's like, no, he's a creeper. Like, no, just help him up now. And she reached down to like take his hand, help him up, and he squeezes her hand and like breaks her bones in her hand, and you could see the look on his face, like he fucking meant to do that.
He enjoyed it.
He was into that shit.
That's the whole sociopath that
and
I was
like
seeing.
And like there's a scene in the trailer with a lawnmower where he's like testing his abilities, and he grabs a lawnmower blade and it bends and it doesn't hurt him, and you see like the half smirk go on his side of his face. You're like, this motherfucker's real right now. He's ready to go. I think like the creepiest is his costume. Like it's basically his clothes with a red cape that's attached to like this red hood, almost like it looks like a gas mask. It's like a red hood that goes over like goggles or something like that, and it looks creepy as shit. Like it is horrible. Like we watched the trailer together.
Oh yeah.
You cringed the first time like he went nuts on the waitress and he blew out the light bulbs in the ceiling thing, and a shard of glass
like the lunch lady who was just going after
a shard of glass went into this woman's eyeball, and you saw her just reach in and try to like pull it out, like, oh my god, that's the most cringeworthy thing ever. I mean,
I want to see like this kid like ready to take down some innocent people with his red hood and his red cape and his flannel shirt coming at them. All of a sudden a freaking shovel hits him in the back of the head, and it's Ben Affleck standing there. Do you bleed? Then I'm in, yeah.
I mean, I think it looks really there. I like the idea of taking the superhero genre and steering it into not like the ones we have, but like taking like other superheroes or superhero-esque kind of ideas and steering them to other directions. Like not having the classic superhero archetype of like the Avengers or Justice League or something like that. Like like what the New Mutants is doing in Brightburn is like, what if superhero, but he's a sadistic prick and wants to do shit. Or it's a horror movie, or whatever. I think that is an interesting, because I think what that'll do is I think that'll help the superhero exhaustion that some people might feel. Like, we're gonna date the podcast, but Captain Marvel just came out yesterday. I haven't seen it yet. You haven't seen it yet, but Captain Marvel just came out yesterday, and I want to see it. It looks really amazing. I've heard great things about it so far. And I can't wait for the Avengers. But I think after the Avengers, it's going to hit a point where it's like, I don't know if I can deal with like too much more. Like, I'm going to watch every subsequent movie after that, but I don't know how exciting it's going to be. But I think these kind of movies might help break that apart a little bit, where it's like, oh, it's a super movie, but it's like a fucked up horror movie at the same time.
Right.
So,
who knows? I mean, it's not on my radar for like, oh, I have to go see this. It's not like an established universe.
I probably won't see it in the theaters.
Yeah, that's
probably
what I mean too. Yeah.
So,
but it's definitely one that I want to check out when it comes to streaming service, probably.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So I like James Gunn. He was kind of thrown out of Disney and Marvel for. Like, he got fired from the Guardians.
Yeah, wasn't he like a shithead or like an asshole?
Well, apparently some asshole, I'm going to call him an asshole, it was like some right-wing blogger who got all butthurt when Roseanne got fired for being a racist bitch. So he decided to, like, go to all these other celebrities and, like, go back decades into their tweets and see if he can dig up any dirt. This guy did this, and he found some old tweets that James Gunn had put out like 6-7 years ago that were like in bad taste. So they made the tweets public. James Gunn apologized for them. He said they were just jokes back then. He wasn't really as famous as he was now, and he was dabbling in comedy, and stand-up comedy, some of those jokes can be borderline rude and raunchy.
Which is
you've talked about this before on the show.
That's where those jokes belong. Those jokes belong in stand-up comedy and nowhere else. Like, they don't really belong in any other medium or anything like that for the most part.
That's tough, though, with today's social media. I
Yeah.
mean, a lot of comedians have used, especially Twitter, as an extension of their jokes, as a way to promote themselves, as a way to be funny.
Yeah.
And I think that's what James got. I don't even remember what it was that he said.
I think anybody really
I
remembers
forget what it was. At the time, I remember thinking, like, yeah, that's bad. He shouldn't have said that.
If it's
But
one
because
of the,
he did it, Disney fired him.
I feel like if it's one of those things where you don't even remember what he
I
said,
don't.
it was probably bad, but I don't think it was probably that bad.
Yeah,
probably.
I don't know.
So I'm not to defend anything he said, but I'm just making a point. Like, if it's one of those things where you are thinking of it and you don't remember the context, you only remember like a brief description of what it might have been, it probably wasn't all that bad. It was probably, most of it was probably the hype of social media and people shitting on him and saying this dude is a motherfucker. I don't even remember what he said. Maybe he said something really, really horrible and I'm not remembering it or whatever, so I'm not going to defend him. I'm just, making a point. All right, so this has been a fantastic show, I think.
Yeah, I think
great.
so, too.
We've been off for a couple weeks. We've both been really busy, so
Yeah.
we're back in it. Scott, why don't you let the people know how they can get a hold of For Your Distraction real quickly?
Okay. Well, there's several different ways you can get a hold of us. Like our good friend Robert Russo, you can shoot us an email at foryourdistraction@gmail.com. You do that, we will give you a shout out. We'll read your email on the show. We'll answer the questions. You can also find us on social media. Just don't tweet or post insensitive jokes like James Gunn, or you'll get fired. You can find us on Facebook. You can search for Your Distraction on Facebook and like us on there. We're pretty active on Facebook. I post links to all of our latest shows there and always like fun little memes, so check us out on there. We're on Twitter. Search for Your Distraction on there and follow us. You can tweet us at podcast FYD. You can listen to the shows on SoundCloud, searching for Your Distraction on there and subscribing to us on there. And we're also on iTunes. Same deal. Search for Your Distraction, subscribe to us, and you can rate us and write us a little review on there. That'd be great. We are a member of the Be Real Podcasting Network. You can listen to us through them by going to the Podbean app and searching for Movie Guys Podcasts. Those are our friends, Ed and those guys. They're our sister show, and that has become our official, unofficial hub for the Be Real Network. So go to Podbean, search for Movie Guys Podcast. You'll find all their podcasts, all of For Your Distraction, and a bunch of other great shows on there.
Speaking of the Be Real Network, I got sent a message today from Ed from the Movie Guys podcast.
Oh, yeah.
And it showed what is number one for the past 30 days on our Spotify feed over there.
What is?
Number one most listened to streamed episodes.
On the
episodes,
Spotify?
episodes, just the episodes, is us for the past 30 days.
For Your Distractions,
Yes,
number
For Your
one.
Distraction.
We passed up the Movie Guys on their own.
Specifically, the episode "Smoke That Margot Robbie."
That was a good show.
That was a good show. That has been. Look, all right, we're gonna suck our own dicks for a little, just for a couple minutes here. Number one on the Spotify feed. That's pretty fucking good because here's the thing: they put out a lot of episodes too. Because they have, their movie reviews, obviously, but also there is another show that they do. Sometimes, not all the time, but there's another show they do where it's just kind of like a general discussion show between one of the hosts of there and like I think it's a sibling or another friend. But
what's it called? Is that the video game? The video game?
No, it's not the video game one. It's the Podpass? Is it?
Podpass.
I can't remember if that's what it's called.
I've listened to the Podpass.
I can't remember if that's what it's called. Forgive me, but I really just listen to the Movie Guys and us, honestly.
No, there's Podpass. There's Movie Guys Podcast. There's there's a wrestling recap one on
They
there?
do, they do that a lot of times on the Movie Guys podcast.
Yeah,
they'll do a wrestling recap.
I've listened. We talked about it earlier.
So if you like wrestling, head over to the Movie Guys podcast.
Yeah.
Occasionally they'll do
Yeah.
like a wrestling like recap review kind of thing. So of whatever recent show it is. But I mean, I felt proud. I felt a little proud.
Yeah.
We had a number one episode for 30 days, 1 month. That's
and
great.
the thing is, like, if you go to Podbean, you have to search for the Movie Guys podcast. That's their podcast. So people are going on to Podbean, typing in Movie Guys podcast, only then selecting For Your Distraction and listening to For Your Distraction on their own feed. That's huge.
This is
huge.
For Distraction calling you guys out, Movie Guys podcast. Step your game up, brothers. Step your game up real quick because you gotta get above us. Okay, it's all competition. Once you get above us, we're gonna start putting out some better content, and we're gonna try to get above you again.
Yeah.
You know, that's what it is. That's all life is. One big competition.
So, good show here, Adam. If anybody's got any vintage toys that they'd like to feed my habit, go right ahead.
If you got some gargoyle toys, send it my way.
Stick with gargoyles. Oh, and one other thing. Actually, there is another toy show Adam and I will be attending. It's actually coming up. So, March 24th, 2019, it is the Toy Palooza. I guess
that's about almost 2 weeks as of this recording.
2 weeks as of us recording it, yeah. So it's in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. You can they have a website. You can find them on Facebook, on Twitter. You can go to www.toypaloozashow.com. It's like Toy Palooza, but it's like PA. Like Toy Palooza. It's like they're really pronunciating the PA.
That's
yeah.
I get it.
It's clever.
It's one of those things where you got to read it to understand it.
Yeah, yeah. So we'll post a picture of it though.
Yeah, definitely.
So we're gonna be at this toy show. So if you want to come there and meet us, we
don't have a panel. We're not advertising us up on a panel talking. Bear that in mind.
No.
We're just gonna be walking around like average Joes.
We'll just be those dicks walking around. And
Scott's gonna be that guy that's pushing people out of the way, like, get out of my way! I'm trying to get in the loose.
Well,
bin.
we went to the Youngstown. We went to the Toy Hio, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna stream. I'm gonna put this on for distraction." We didn't end up doing that.
We were too preoccupied with everything going on. First of all, there was not a lot of room to really like move
No,
your phone
it
because
wasn't.
we were like wall to wall, like touching people constantly because it was that crowded.
No,
so.
I'm gonna do it this time. It's happening. So
All right.
So come on over to the Toy Palooza. We'll be there. We'll be
Square, circular, triangular, whatever geometrical shape you prefer, we'll be that.